Sony, of course, always has some exciting news here at CES. We managed to snag the Senior Vice President for Corporate Communications from Sony, Rick Clancy, to join us again on Into Tomorrow. Rick, welcome back. How are you?
Thanks, Dave. It's good to see you again. You looking well?
Good to see you as well. I forgot where or what country or what part of the world or whatever we may have last met up with, but every time we have you on the show, of course, Sony always introducing cool new stuff. So you're not letting us down here at CES again either, are you?
Well, not at all. We have a plethora of new products at the show this week.
We love a plethora of products. That's
yes. Good. Or I could have said a panoply, but
yeah,
either event, we have them.
Well, tell me, for example, what's getting some of the most initial excitement?
Well, a lot of buzz is coming around some concepts, 3D technology in terms of consumer TVs, as well as the content. We showed the BCS Bowl game last night with Fox in 3D. Big event, 400 theaters around the country.
Nice.
Yeah. Yeah.
And a lot of folks watching that football come right at them.
You bet. Yeah.
Which is scary yet fun to enjoy.
We saw a lot of folks ducking in the theater last night.
That had to be interesting.
Yeah, that's cool. The other thing is on the OLED front, you know, this organic light emitting diode we introduced last year as a product. Well, this year we brought the technology around, so we have a bendable OLED display.
Nice.
We call it Flex OLED. That's attracted a lot of attention.
And where would that be used, do you figure?
Well, conceptually, something, for example, around your wrist that might be used as a display, or maybe in a flexible audio device, maybe like a Walkman type device with a video on it, or even in a reader, an electronic book reader type device. So those are some of the concepts that we're working on.
Very cool.
But, you know, Dave, in terms of actual products this year, we've got a few, and I brought a couple with me. We introduced 2 Bravia televisions. I couldn't bring them along. They were too big. Oh, come on. Sure, you could have. Honey May would have helped you carry it. I know she would have. She's got a big back sack there. But we have Bravia, Echo Bravia TVs that use 40% less energy than standard LCD televisions. So besides a lot of the talk about green, we're now starting to become more green in terms of how products are developed.
Good.
We also have the new top-of-the-line Bravia XBR9 that combines this 240 hertz motion flow technology, so you get the super fast action, sports, movies, combined with internet capability built right into the set. So that's a first for us. And then on the other fronts, we have our Wi-Fi CyberShot camera, which allows you to take pictures, bring them onto your blog or to one of the photo sites like Flickr, or else even in the keynote yesterday, Sir Howard Stringer had it go right to a wireless Bravia television set. So that was
nice.
This has been very cool, this camera, this Wi-Fi camera. A couple things I brought with me include our Webby camcorder, which is MPEG-4 based, and is designed for obviously uploading images quickly to social networks and what have you.
And I like the fact that it's called a Webby.
A Webby, indeed it is.
And it's a high-definition camcorder. And again, check out our video podcast. And Angela's zooming in on this beautiful Sony camera. Love the color, too.
Yeah, I
imagine there are different colors as well.
Bunch of fashion colors, you name them. Eggplant, for example. This one orange, silver.
And the fact that it's so small, I mean, it's an extremely small form factor, and yet high definition. It's a 5.0 megapixel camera, MPEG-4, of course, and this is just awesome.
Yeah, it's very cool, and that's getting a lot of attention. And then there's another one that's a slightly different form factor, a little more vertical in design.
Okay.
The other thing I brought along, you might want to take a look at these. This is the new Walkman. It's the W Series MP3 player. And it has sort of this earbud headphone design, so you don't have to hold anything or clip anything to you, or if you're jogging or whatever.
It does look like it's just a pair of earbuds, but it's actually a Walkman.
A Walkman, that's right. And in fact, the music that you have on there, the way you get to it is with a little jog dial, and it has something we call Zappin technology that allows you to scan from song to the most popular riff of the tune. So it doesn't just go to the beginning of the song. It goes to that little section with the notes of the song that would be most familiar to you. Because obviously you have them on your ears. You can't be reading a screen.
That's true. So you go right to what you would
based on what you're familiar with.
How does it know?
Well, that's the magic of Sony and the magic of Zappin technology.
Now, are these available now?
They'll be available shortly for about $70 or so in assorted colors. In the U.S., we're going to start with a black and a pink version.
Very cool. Here's a purple one, too. So you obviously you can be
have all
styling
different
with all kind of things. I don't know if we mentioned the price yet on the Webby HD camera. Do we have that handy for folks? I think it's around $200.
Yep, about $200.
Okay.
Around $200. And then the other model I described, the other Webby that's more of a vertical design, will be around $170.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, what's, in addition, gathering and garnering excitement at the Sony booth this year? Always one of the biggest exhibits here at CES.
Yes. You know, I think I forgot to mention the Vio P-Series. We call it a lifestyle PC. It's shaped like many of these netbooks that are gaining popularity, but it's not a netbook. It's a full-featured notebook PC. It has GPS capability. It has wireless LAN. It has cellular capability through a relationship with Verizon, so you can utilize that anywhere in the United States or Canada without a hotspot. But this P-Series,
very small, right?
Yeah, it's about the size of a business envelope, so you can fit it. A woman could fit it in her purse, or a guy can fit it in the inside of his jacket pocket. Nice. We think it's going to be big for airplane travel and that sort of thing.
Oh, for sure, especially where no one else can open their laptop because the person in front of you is leaned back. Darn them.
Yes.
But you can open this and actually do some computing or watch some of your favorite goodies or listen to music, whatever you want to do on it.
Yeah, and it has a pretty good-sized keyboard, too. It was designed around a keyboard, so it's small, but it has a good-sized keyboard. So it's great for those cramped airline seats.
Love it. Check out all that Sony is introducing at CES by visiting sony.com/CES. And I trust that'll be up at least for the next month, so folks can get to it at any time and see all the cool things that Rick was talking about and more of all the neat stuff Sony's doing. Thanks, Rick, for spending a few minutes with us. We'll let you get back to your huge and very busy exhibit here at CES.
Thanks, Dave. Great to see you, as always.
Nice to see you again, too. Back with more from Las Vegas. I'm Dave Graveline. This is Into Tomorrow on the Advanced Media Network.